All right, guys, welcome back to Cavalry Only. This is just going to be a quick little update just to let you know how things are going. I remain very concerned about my low energy across the board here. I'm in the red, but I'm not losing at a quick rate, and I've got plenty of energy there. And since I'm going all cavalry, really for a while, I'm just going to be building barracks and a single workshop. I know once it's time to go for cannon, I do want to build up to, you know, level 1 factories. And it's a good idea, as soon as you can, to start building those, keep your game on point. But until then, which is maybe 8 to 10 days into the game, it depends on the game variant, and I'm not really sure, but it doesn't matter at this point. I'm like 2 or 3 days in here. So what I have seen is that my first generation of cavalry have developed these 3, and so I'm sending them to my front. I've already taken over down here. I can't remember what that was. That's Serbia. Yeah, I think it was Serbia. Yeah. Took over those four territories. And what that did is it gave me at least 1 energy, 1 more building supply, but then it gave me food. And I checked, and it turns out cavalry does use fish and wheat, just more wheat than fish. So 20 wheat per day and 10 fish per day. So I want to keep those food sources high since I'm going to be really concentrating on cavalry. I think this should be fun. The thing is, they're fast and they hit hard. So I've never run a stack of, say, 40 cavalry at somebody, but that just seems like it'd be a lot of fun. It's basically 80 infantry, but it's 80 infantry that moves a lot faster. So I think maybe 3 times faster. Let's check that too. Why not? Yeah, so twice as fast on roads. The problem is once you start building up to railways, infantry and cavalry travel at the same speed on railways. So they kind of lose that advantage. So this is definitely going to be like an early game advantage. But you can see what I'm doing here. After taking over Serbia, I've really kind of left my borders sparse. I have a gentleman's agreement with the German Empire. Let's see if he ever got a coalition going. No, I started mine. And I'm not sure what he's up to, but he asked me if I wanted to be allies. But the point is, we're natural allies. We got each other's back here in Central Europe. So let's just make sure he's not. Yeah, he's not here. So as long as he's active, he'd be a great ally to have. So I'm pushing everything here now because I want these double wheats. I want them. I want both of them. And that'll really help me because then, I'll have some flexibility. Let's get over to my sliders here. Yeah. I need to get some more fish. No question about it. Oh, one more thing that I did do. That's where most of my early game money went, is down here. I got 2 ports started here. And the reason for that is, whoops, that was not the right thing to do. Well, it doesn't matter. The reason for that is, if you look at you can't here. Let's look at it over here. If you look at the harbor, call it a port, you get 25% resource production improvement. So that's pretty good. That's the same as a level 1 factory. The best thing of all is a railway, which gives you plus 33%. But the thing about a railway is it has a daily upkeep in coal, whereas a port does not. So if you can afford a port with that 10,000 wood it costs, it's a good idea to throw them in there. I'm putting them here, of course, to boost my my food. So, as morale increases here, on both of these, this one's pretty good. They're going to produce more. And then, of course, they're going to produce 25% more. And, eventually I'll put other boosting things there too. Okay, and then I went ahead and built 1 more production lane for cavalry. So I'm going to be developing 4 per cycle this time. So I've got 3 out. You can see I've got cavalry started. You can see down here in the 3 original production sites. And this one has already started because I got that one beginned before these 3 developed. So I'm pretty excited about this. So next I'll have 7, and then I'll have 11. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to be attacking into Russia here, which is really exciting because, man, once I secure southern Russia, look at all that wheat, it's just beautiful. Again, I'd love to get some fish. But I also feel like I don't even need to conquer Russia. It's look how vast it is. It's such a big ass country. Really, I just want to if I could just get these 2, I think I'll be happy. and then build forts there and spike them with some infantry, turn around and just conquer the rest of southern Russia. Well, yeah. And then, honestly, just start picking off these NPCs down here. And if you look at that, there is a fish here. There is an oil here. There's a gas here. So we're starting to, and there, this coal over here I'll get. So we're starting to look at maybe recouping some of that energy, but then 2 more wheats, like that's going to be ridiculous. Certainly not ready to fight the Ottomans. That is a player character anyway. So that's why I've left some men spiked around here just to kind of, leave some people on the watchtowers. And I thought I was building a, nope. Yeah, pillbox here. Yeah. And I need to be building a pillbox here. Can I afford it? Yes, I can. All right. Because that's, especially when you're just surrounded, you have ingress from several different countries. Go ahead and build a fortification there. All right. That's it. There's not really much more to say. As soon as these guys arrive here, I'm going to launch an attack. I haven't really decided if I'm going down and then up. It's probably, yeah, that's the best bet. If I go down and then up, I don't have to worry about, if I go up and then down, I worry about 2 flanking states that can attack in while I'm taking care of business. So it'll take a little longer to get down there, but not really, because look, a lot of this is my territory. You travel really at your fastest in your own territory. And then once you get on enemy territory, of course, you're down to 1/3 of your previous speed. And that's really poor. That's not great at all. And in the beginning, I'm not going to be able to run my cavalry out forward because I don't want to run them in to just get, destroyed. So they'll stay with the bundles. But once I get maybe 12, I think I'm going to start running them in by themselves and just start wiping stuff out. And I kind of love, too, that I'm attacking Russia because with that strategy, it is such a big country, but I'll be able to move across it much faster than anyone else would. So pretty cool stuff. All right, guys, I got to say thank you for tuning in. And this should be a fun game. I'm kind of excited about the twist here that we've started off with. All right. Adios, amigos.